Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Bill Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. They're going to stay competitive, and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next.
He's got it along the sideline. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
Looking to pass, it's Warner. Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I love the start for this quarterback. Like last week, it wasn't his greatest outing. Like, let's put it this way. It wasn't real good at all. He's already surpassed his passing output in this game. So he's completely flipped the script. Nice bounce back already to start this game, too.
He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Give to the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Try to barge their way in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Touchdown, Florida! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college. Didn't start playing football until later. And in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Swanky, Tim Tebow, Danny Werfel, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for his man. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Ah, what a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the fullback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Second and long. Off play action. He's looking deep. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He'll try to take it back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Leaves it with the back. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
He's heading up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Clark. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Hauls it in. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Continues to fight for yards. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a huge play. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Warner. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On target over the middle. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Back to throw, it's Warner. It's complete. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, nah, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Just keep slinging it. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Sure, they can take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Back to pass, it's Warner. He wants it all. Touchdown Gators! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
They decided to go for it on 4th down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on 4th down, it's a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The inside handoff. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Noles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Back to throw, it's Glenn. He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Unloads it left. Got a man. It's Wilson. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking downfield, it's Warner. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Brown. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Sends it back in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Jacobs.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Florida. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. In play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, second down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He's got an open man. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. It's Glenn. He'll take the deep shot. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Fires into the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
One more snap coming before halftime. And back to the air on 2nd down. Snags it. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Glenn. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Pittman. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Fires to the big fella. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground?
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Glenn. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door first and goal.
Grab behind the line. It's Alchuk. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on second down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On the ground, it's Clark.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. To the air, it's Warner. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Gators will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'll lob to lock them up close to their goal line. He makes the catch at the 10. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there.
Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college, we used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Fires toward the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Under pressure and down he goes at the 33.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. It's Alchuk. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Tosses it incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Seminoles are in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. from the gun. They'll try the middle. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Gets it out fast. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They march 72 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Sending the offense back to work. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a second and long. They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Gators decide to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, he's got some space. Got room to work. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Off play action on first down. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Warner. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe of the 49.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snares it outside, it's Wilson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now, let's see what they do.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, no!
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive, wants to throw. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Guys, let's chat about Florida. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good, big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
He just about put this game away. If he'd been able to hold on to that one instead, it's second down.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. QB draw. Fighting off the defender. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you've got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Evans. Shoots it to the left. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Fires to the right. Hauls it on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
After that incompletion, you really got to think about this if you're the offensive coordinator. Now, you're already in field goal position. You're already in a spot where you can kick a field goal and just win this game. So with the play calling, you want to think about running the ball, bleeding the clock, using timeouts. If you are going to throw it, they've got to be high percentage throws. You cannot take sacks. You absolutely cannot turn the ball over.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And the try is no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.